Hi guys, I am Samandar Singh from Department of Mechanical Engineering, RA College of Engineering and Information Technology, Kukas, Jaipur. Today's topic is reciprocating compressor. The reciprocating compressor is a positive displacement and intermittent flow machine that operates at a fixed volume in its basic configuration. The line configuration of the reciprocating compressor is shown in right hand side of the slide. In it, the compressing and displacing element is a piston. Piston is driven by a crankshaft and having a reciprocating motion within the cylinder. It delivers the gases at high pressure. It usually compresses the air, but these are also used in the refrigeration, where they compress a superheated vapor or working fluid of the refrigeration system. A reciprocating compressor is also referred as a piston compressor. Now the basic component and of the reciprocating compressor are shown in the diagram, that is a sectional view of the reciprocating compressor in actual. It have the four basic group of the components. First is compressor frame, in which we have the driving elements that having the crank to drive the piston by converting the rotation into reciprocating motion using the different elements. Second is frame extension and crosshead guide. It is used to connect the crank and to the piston. Third is two compartment distance pieces used to uniform motion of the rod. And fourth is water cooled compressor cylinder, having the reciprocating motion inside by the piston. The air is compressed in the cylinder. There is at top we have the compressor inlet, and at bottom we have the compressor discharge valve. The cylinder head is water cooled. By cooling the cylinder head or providing the cooling to the air through the cylinder head, we can increase the compressed air pressure, as the cooled gas having the low volume as compared to hot gas. Other part of the reciprocating compressors are cylinder liner, cylinder outer head, piston rod, nut, cylinder support, discharge and inlet valve, frame, etc. Now classification of reciprocating compressor. On the basis of the unit acting on the side of the piston, either single acting or double acting compressor. The first is single acting reciprocating compressor. The basic reciprocating compression element is a single cylinder. In a single cylinder compressing on one side of the piston, these are called single acting reciprocating compressor. The components of single acting reciprocating compressors are the component of the reciprocating compressor, like cylinder, piston, cases, valve, etc. Cylinder is generally a metal tube shaped body which is fitted with a metal lining called cylinder liner. These liners are replaceable when it becomes warm or inefficient. Piston, it includes a metal drive rod which is connected to the piston head, and that is located inside the cylinder. Piston head is fitted with piston rings to give a seal against the cylinder lining and minimize the internal leakage. The other end of the drive rod extends to give a seal against the cylinder and is connected to the driver. The working of the single acting reciprocating compressor is shown in the figure. At above diagram we have the suction process, and at bottom diagram we have the discharge process. There are two valves at suction and delivery valve side respectively. Both are the one-way valve, that is operate in the one direction only, or you can say the fluid can enter through the one side only. Considering the piston at left hand side of the cylinder in above diagram, as the crank moves, the piston moves from left hand side to right hand side. Thus the vacuum created inside the cylinder, and due to the pressure difference between the cylinder inside the cylinder and the outside the suction valve, the valve open and the air get entered the cylinder. At the right hand side the cylinder is filled with air. Now further movement of the crank, the piston moves from right hand side to left hand side in the cylinder. Inside the cylinder, the air is compressed and the suction valve becomes closed. At a particular pressure level, the discharge valve open, and further movement of the piston towards the right, the discharge valve open and the compressed air is delivered to the storage tank or through the discharge valve, as shown in the below diagram. Now double acting reciprocating compressor. This type of compressor operates in exactly the same way as the single acting. The difference is that the cylinder has inlet and outlet ports or valves each end of the cylinder. Piston moves forward, liquid gas is being drawn into the cylinder and at the back end, while at the front end the gas is being discharged. The working can be understood as, first we considering the above diagram, that piston is at left hand side, while the right hand side of the piston inside the cylinder have filled with the gas. As the piston moves with the help of the crank, the suction process take place and the vacuum create inside the cylinder and the piston. The suction valve becomes open at left hand side while the discharge valve remains closed. Similarly, at right hand side, at the same time the suction valve remains closed, and further movement of the piston towards the right, at a particular pressure level, the discharge valve open at the right hand side. At figure below, when the piston moves from right hand side to left hand side, the discharge valve of the right hand side becomes closed and the suction valve becomes open, while at left hand side the suction valve remains closed and at particular air pressure level the discharge valve becomes open. The process is repeated again and again, movement of the crank and cylinder piston inside the cylinder. Now working of the reciprocating compressor. The working of reciprocating compressor can be seen by the animated diagram. At left hand side we have the inlet intake with the valve or port, and right hand side we have the discharge valve or discharge port. The piston makes the reciprocating motion with the help of the crank. As the piston moves from top dead center to bottom dead center, the suction take place and through the inlet valve while it is opening, while the discharge valve remains closed. As the piston moves from bottom dead to top dead center, the compressed air is compressed and the discharge valve becomes open while the suction valve remains closed. The working of the reciprocating compressor can be shown on a PV diagram, in which we have the point 1 that is the inlet pressure. At point 1, suction valve is opened and discharge valve becomes closed. Or we can say just movement of the piston. The piston has started to move to the left. This is compression portion of the cylinder cycle, and the can be shown by the process 1 to 2, isentropic compression. When the piston reaches point 2 on the indicated diagram, the exhaust valve start to open and the suction valve remains closed. The discharge portion of the cycle is shown at point C, the indicated diagram. The gas is discharged at the discharge line pressure P2 when the piston reaches point 3. It has traveled to upper end of the stroke. Physically, at this point in the stroke, there is a space between the piston face and the head. This space results in a trapped volume and is called clearance volume. Next, in the cycle, the piston reverse direction and starts the expansion portion of the cycle. The gas trapped in the clearance volume is re-expanded to the intake pressure and the discharge valve has closed and the intake valve is still closed. At point 4, the expansion is complete and the intake valve opens. This is indicated by the process 4 to 1 in the PV diagram. The cylinder filled with the gas at intake line pressure P1. When the piston reaches point 1, the cycle is complete and start to repeat. Now different calculations of the reciprocating compressor. First is cylinder displacement. For a single acting cylinder compressing air, the outer end of the cylinder can be defined the piston displacement PD equal to ST into N into pi by 4 D square, where PD is the piston displacement, ST is the stroke, or you can say stroke length, and is the speed of the compressor in terms of RPM, D is the cylinder diameter. For double acting cylinder, PD equal to ST into N into pi by 4, capital D square minus small d square, where small d is the piston rod diameter. For a double acting cylinder with a tail rod, the PD equal to ST into N into 2 pi, capital D square minus small d square by 4. Now volumetric efficiency. To determine the actual capacity of a cylinder, the calculated displacement must be modified. There are two reasons. First is because of the clearance at the end of the piston travel. When the compression cycle was described, a portion of the indicated was referred to as the expansion portion of the cycle. The gas trapped in the clearance area expand and partly refill the cylinder, taking away some of the capacity. The following equations reflect the expansion effect on the capacity and theoretical volumetric efficiency. EF equal to 1 minus 1 by F into Rp की power 1 upon K minus 1 into C, where F is the ratio of the discharge compressibility, Rp the pressure ratio, C is the percentage clearance, K is the isentropic expansion. Limit of the theoretical value can be 0 for the clearance C, with result in the volumetric efficiency multiplied by 1. Thus, the second reason for modification of the displacement volume is that a real world application the cylinder will not achieve the volumetric performance predicted. The equation Vf equal to 1 minus 1 by F R P की power 1 upon K minus 1 into C. To include data, the following equation is used where the here recommended by the Compressed Air and Gas Institute. EVF equal to 0.97 minus 1 upon F into Rp की power 1 upon K minus 1 into C minus L, where f equal to z2 y z1, but it is somewhat arbitrary as there is no universal equation. The 1.00 is the theoretical equation is replaced with the 0.97 to reflect that even with zero clearance the cylinder will not fill completely. The term L is added at the end to allow the gas slippage past the piston rings in the various type of construction. The inlet capacity of the cylinder can be calculated as Q equal to EV into PD. Third is piston speed can be calculated PS equal to 2ST into N. The lower the piston speed, the lower the maintenance and the higher the reliability. If the piston speed is reduced to lower the piston speed, then the diameter of a cylinder must increase to compensate for the lost displacement to maintain the desired capacity. Fourth is discharge temperature. While head is normally not a particularly significant factor in the selection of the reciprocating compressor, it is used for comparison with other type of compressor. The equation is for the adiabatic head is HA equal to RT1 K upon K minus 1 into RP की power K minus A upon K minus 1. The discharge temperature can be calculated as T2 equal to T1 into RP की power K minus 1 upon K, where T1 is the absolute temperature, inlet temperature, T2 is absolute discharge temperature. Now fifth is power. The work stage can be calculated by multiplying the adiabatic head by the weight flow per stage. Work equal to H into W, then W cycle equal to W RT1 K upon K minus 1 RP की power K minus 1 upon K minus 1. Substitute the P1 Q1 upon K minus 1 into RP की power K minus 1 upon K minus 1. For second stage, the above equation can be expanded to add the inter-stage condition for the second stage. The subscript is added to the second set of terms to reference the second stage inlet. The work equal to K upon K minus 1 RP की power K minus 1 upon K minus 1 plus P1 Q1 K upon K minus 1 RP I that inlet K minus 1 upon K minus 1, but the Pi equal to root of P1 into P2 or Pi square equal to P1 P2. The Pi upon P1 equal to P2 upon Pi. Substitute the terms Rp for the pressure ratio Rp1 equal to Rpi for optimum work division by dividing the pressure ratio into a set of balanced value. Rp stage equal to Rp overall की power 1 upon n minus n stage. The value for pressure ratio is in a practical case must include for pressure drop in the inter-stage piping and the sizing procedures used by the manufacturer, incremental cylinder sizes and rod loading, and efficiency is represented by neta cycle equal to P1 Q1 upon neta cycle into K upon K minus 1 into RP की power K minus 1 upon K minus 1. That is the work of the cycle. Now thank you.